family, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we are going to be reviewing the oh so infamous Makeup Revolution concealers. As you can see here, I have a lot of colors. So I'm going to be doing a first impressions / final thoughts video. I will also be swatching the colors that I do have, so you guys can see the different shade range that they have in the collection. And then I'll tell you a little bit about each one, and then yeah, we'll close out. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. I don't want this video to be super long. So first thing I'm gonna do is actually start off with the swatches. I'm gonna show you guys each swatch on my arm. So I have 10 of the Makeup Revolution shades here with me. I have from C9 all the way to C18. So these are, I would say, probably the brown girl friendly shades that they have in the collection. So I am going to swatch each one so you can see what they look like and then go from there. So yeah, I'm going to start off with swatching C9, which is the lightest shade that I do have with me. So let's swatch it. C9 is for medium skin tones with a peach undertone. So next is C10, and C10 is for medium skin tones with golden undertones. Next on our list is C11. C11 is for medium to dark skin tones with a beige undertone. C11 is definitely an option for me for a highlighter. So C12. So C12 is also for medium to dark skin tones with a neutral undertone. So C13 is for dark skin tones with a warm undertone. Make my swatches a little longer so you guys can see. So next we have C14. So C14 is for dark skin tones with cool undertones. C15 is for dark skin tones with a neutral undertone. C16 is for dark skin tones with warm undertones. C17 is for dark skin tones with a neutral undertone. C18, which is the darkest shade in the collection, is for dark skin tones with a warm undertone. All right. So these are all of the shades I have. As you can see, there is a lot of brown girl friendly shades in this group. The one that I would say is probably comparable to what I use for my under eye concealer is C12. So I'll probably use C12 in the video as my under eye concealer, and then probably C14 for my contour. So now that we've swatched all of the shades that I do have, now we're just gonna roll into me actually trying out the concealer. All right, so as you can see, I put my bonnet on and I primed and primed my face. So now we're just going to go ahead and do the brows and then apply the foundation, and then we'll jump right into the concealer. So, alright, so now that we have the foundation on and our brows done, I'm going to go ahead and apply the Makeup Revolution concealer. So the shade that I'm going to use to conceal is the C12. Yep, so their shades don't have a name, but it's C12 basically. And I'm going to, ooh, see, that's really bright. Yikes, it's a little bright. Okay. Let's just go with it and see. Okay, and so to blend the concealer out, I am going to use the Sigma Edge Kabuki F87. If you guys watched my previous makeup tutorial, I rant and raved about this brush. I'm obsessed with it. So the brush, the technology of the brush is it's made at an angle. As you can see here, it's like a triangle basically. And it's really good for getting into the corners of the nose and like around the eye area. We're just gonna blend this out. Okay, so initial impressions, I really like how easy it is to blend this out. This one, you know, it has good coverage, but it's not, from what I'm seeing thus far, it's not as full of a coverage as the ColourPop concealer and Tarte Shape Tape. That's just my honest opinion. So yeah, to conceal, I'm using C14. I've already put the concealer on there. I'm going to use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder for my under eye. I'm just going to use a little bit. I've gotten to the point now where I don't necessarily like a really bright under eye. So I mean, I'm just going to use just a little bit on each side. And then I only put it right in the nose and under the immediate eye area because I like to highlight here. I think highlighter looks much better when you don't drag the powder. So in order to set my contour, I'm actually going to use the MAC Studio Finish powder. I love this as a setting powder because it's not too heavy on the face. And I'm gonna apply that with the Morphe 347 brush. I'm gonna go offline and apply the rest of my face, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts on the Conceal and Define Makeup Revolution concealer. All right, so my final thoughts on the Makeup Revolution concealer. The first thing I loved about this concealer is the price point. Obviously, you guys know makeup is expensive. Very expensive. So for Makeup Revolution to release a concealer that is $7 and is comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape and the Becca under eye concealer, the It Cosmetics concealer, is amazing. This concealer is definitely great for people who are on a budget. Not even just people on a budget, but people who don't want to spend $40 on a concealer. So I love the price point. I love the consistency. It was very easy for me to blend out the concealer, which again, sometimes you get concealers that are just really harsh to blend out and you're having to like pat for days. The third thing I loved about it, which could be a pro and a con depending on who you are, I like the fact that it's not too heavy on the face. So it's not necessarily a full coverage concealer. However, it is buildable, so that's great. So all in all, I would definitely give the concealer a thumbs up. The only thing that I would say is more so, not necessarily a con for me, but something that I'm indifferent on. I really love the fact that they have such, you know, an array of shades in this line, as you saw. But I do think there is an opportunity to somewhat explore more brown shades, more golden undertone shades. At least for my complexion, I feel like it was either super dark or super light. There was a few concealers in there that I could mix together to get my perfect color, but I think all brands have to challenge themselves to really start to go in the lab and bring people of color in and look at the different variations of shades. Like, obviously you can't release a product for every shade of brown and black out there, and I totally understand that, but I think with this line, you know, there's a huge opportunity for the more golden undertone shades to be represented in here. And I think that's something that, you know, Makeup Revolution, I feel like they've done their part for the first release of this concealer to ensure that they were very inclusive. And I feel like, you know, this would just be an extension of that inclusion. So overall, I definitely think I'm neutral on that part. I love the fact that there are so many variations of shades in this line, so I definitely don't want to take that from them. But again, I do think there's an opportunity to go back in the lab and create more brown shades. So those are my thoughts. I definitely think that you should try it. I definitely think that you should go out and get the concealer and try it for yourself. Let me know if you guys have already tried the concealer and what your thoughts are around it. So these concealers can be found in 2 locations. So they are exclusively at Ulta Beauty. If you live close to an Ulta or whatnot, just go online and see if they have them in your store. If they don't have them in your store, just go ahead and order them. Again, $7, you can't beat that. Really great price. Worth the try. That's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you want to come back and see me, join the family. If you are a returning subscriber, love you so much, XOXO. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.